All right, so I'm going long here. I like to see NASDAQ try to make a higher high. My stop loss is beneath consequent encroachment of our first presented fair value gap after 8:30. If the trade is really good, this is the fair value gap that I would like to see take us higher. And I like this to act as a breakaway gap and not be traded to at all. That's best case scenario. I like how we took out the sell stops in a trending market whenever we're trending higher as much as we are. Whenever we drop down and take out sell side like that, that gets me comfortable going long because I know we just knocked out people who are already holding long positions. So it's going to be my trade for the day. Now we had the open in 10 minutes, which is fine. 9:20 was my cutoff period. I'm planning on possibly taking a partial above this high if I can get it. Why isn't this 2022 model? I'm just still expecting higher prices. I think that drop down, especially looking at how fast and aggressive that drop down was. I just like the idea of people chasing that going lower and then fading it and making a higher high and just running out buy side. So I like how fast and aggressive that was. And then again, whenever we take out sell side in a market that's trending, to me that just sets the stage for higher prices. So even though we got so-called displacement to the downside, I just like the idea of that being kind of like a Judas swing. That's just me, though. That's just how I internalize it. As far as my risk, I'll remove it if we can close above consequent encroachment of this inefficiency. I would want that to act as a inversion fair value gap later in the future. So if we can get above its midpoint on a closing basis, then I'll remove my risk. Now I am keeping my eye on the clock. It's 9:22, so we have about 8 minutes till the open. I do want to take a partial before that opening bell. So if we could run out the minor buy side here prior to 9:30, that's ideal. I want to take probably 7 contracts off there if I can get it, and then go risk-free. So something like that. So I like the feedback. Everything looks good as of right now. Excuse me. Everything looks good as of right now. Again, my focus is this fair value gap here. Should we close above it, then I'm confident that I can take off my risk without any issues. It's 9:24. Got about 6 minutes. What's up, Dimlo? So again, I'm anticipating this to be used as support in the future as a inversion fair value gap. It's even better if we just blast through it altogether and not even want to retest it. That's really bullish. So now I'm watching, can we get a closure above it? And again, the whole narrative behind the trade is we're in a trending market. Daily chart, our current daily candle on NASDAQ is clearly very bullish. So any significant drop down like we saw here, people are going to be enticed to chase that going lower. When in reality, what I'm seeing is daily chart is bullish, and that drop down that's aggressive and quick is nothing but a Judas swing to take out sell side. So when we're dropping down like that, clearing out that low, everybody who is long, think about it. Anybody who is long here, they're trailing their stops here, trailing their stops here, trailing their stops here. So when we drop down like that, we're taking them out of the marketplace. Now, when that happens, once I know they're taken out, now I'm like, okay, now I want to get on board for longs because we just got them up out the way. So that's how I internalize it. So we got a nice spike here. Again, waiting for a closure above consequent encroachment. And then my risk would come off. I don't want to be too aggressive. I'm going to reduce it by half. So I like where that's at. And then if it comes back for my reduced stop, that's okay. But I still want to keep it somewhat underneath this. Well, let me see. I gotta throw on these lines real quick. I gotta see where my stop would be. Yeah. So I'm going risk-free here. Small little inefficiency. We got a little closure above his midpoint. Ideally, a closure above the high is better. But I like where this is at. I don't necessarily see a need for us to revisit this fair value gap. If we do that, then I think it's possible we may just rotate lower. So I'm going to go ahead and take these back off. This SIBI, you can treat that as an inversion fair value gap as well. This one was a little bit more of a premium, which is why it has my focus. But if you want to run your quadrants on that and get its consequent encroachment, you can do that as well. So we have about 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes to the open. I'm risk-free, which is good because the opening bell we know can bring some whiplash, which is something that I don't want to have to sit through. Same logic, exactly, kind of like the final hour macro, Murray. Take a screenshot here. So I don't have it labeled, but I'm watching its midpoint on this inversion fair value gap. What the heck? It's easier just to draw it out, but I'm watching its consequent encroachment. Any SIBI, any premium array, once we get above it, I want to see it be used as support. Got a minute and a half till the open. risk free, so submitting to the trade idea and let it do its thing. I like how we're staying in the upper half of that inversion fair value gap. Again, I would have wanted my partials to get hit before the opening bell, so you can bank something before that volatility comes into the marketplace. And then we also have medium impact news in 5 minutes at 9:35, which is kind of rare. We rarely have those kind of news drivers, but I'm not really placing too much emphasis on that. 9:45 is my main focus. Preferably, I want to be flat by then with no position on by 9:45. All right, here comes the opening bell and all of its volatility. There is partial. Oh, okay, so y'all see that partial getting hit. I'm not gonna manually do anything. Y'all see that, right? We're all witnesses. We're all witnesses. I'm not gonna touch my market orders or anything. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. There we go. Where did I get that? Did I get filled where I wanted to get filled? Okay. It took about 10 seconds, but that is why I like to be risk-free after the opening bell. Because imagine if that was my stop loss and it's not getting respected. That's some foolishness. So bulk of my position is scaled off there at around a 1 to 2 for the buy side. And I like the volatility we're getting. I think I'm gonna leave runners, see if I can squeeze out a little more juice from this lemon. So I'm gonna take 2 off at that buy side we outlined at around 19,000. My trading view's being slow. I don't know what's going on. Can somebody check in with me in the chat room? Is the stream running smoothly? Are y'all good? My trading view is bugging. We're good? Okay. So it's just the platform then. Right there. I like to see the buy side ticks. So 7 out of 10 contracts booked. That's really nice. I'm looking at all of these up close candles. I want to see if there's any support there, if we can treat that as a bullish breaker. So we have the low, we have the high, and then we have this drop down that cleared out the sell stops. So all these consecutive up close candles, I'm seeing that as one bullish breaker, draw it through. We just traded into it here. And I want to see if that can take us up into the buy side at 19,000. We have news in 2 minutes, medium impact. NASDAQ today. Taking 2 off there for those who were in the stream last month where my limit order got missed to the tick. Not even giving NASDAQ the opportunity to pull that foolishness. Last one little micro. Standard deviation, best case scenario, I'll just go -1 from the low to the high. Comes in at 19,055. Right there. And that's my best case scenario exit for a partial. Beautiful exit. Perfect. Try my stop beneath these down close candles. The lowest close comes in 42.75, 42.50. For those in the stream, I think I'm just gonna upload this whole footage to YouTube. This was kind of a long trade, and I don't really feel like speeding it up and doing the voiceover. And I low-key feel like, how long is this? My entry was at around 9:15. It's about 20 minutes. The voiceovers, when I have to speed up the video and kind of talk over it, kind of takes a while. So I'll probably just give this one to YouTube, the actual live commentary, so that way I can just end the recording and upload it and not have to speed it up and do all the extra stuff, if y'all don't mind. So that's our 9:35 news driver, our current candle. Back inside that inversion fair value gap. Beautiful exit on the partial. Didn't get tagged just yet. There we go. And I'm out on my 1 micro. So that was fun. I'm glad I'm done before 9:45. I really didn't want to stay on till 10 o'clock. Love y'all, man. Be safe. And I'll see you all back here same time tomorrow at 8:15. All right? Oh, and I apologize for the Wi-Fi connection, all that going out. Unprofessional, and I know. But it's out of my control. I'm glad we were able to get it fixed and catch a dub. So I'll see you all tomorrow morning at 8:15. Peace.